What is up guys, it's your boy Swole. I'm here, back with another Classic 1 video for Season of Discovery. Now, today we're talking about Black Fathom Deep's raid loot in Season of Discovery. We have the data mine, pretty much all the loot you can get from the brand new raid, the reimagined version of Black Fathom Deeps, and I'll say this, the loot is looking absolutely incredible. I took a very quick look at the list today to see if there's any updates since last time, and oh boy there are. So, raiding is looking really interesting in Phase 1, and I believe Blizzard has hit a mark here where they are trying to incentivize you to actually do the raid without making you feel like you have to do the raid, if that makes sense. But they're trying to incentivize you to actually do the raid and give you substantial power-ups for doing the raid as well. Some of the items are looking absolutely busted though. So let's take a look at the items here. Now I will start this off by saying that I'm planning to do 2 BFD runs today live on stream. I'm playing on Living Flame EU, so if you want to join then you can. I'll probably be doing, I might have done one of those when this video comes up actually, because I'm going to bed now and I'm scheduling the video for tomorrow, so when you see this it is tomorrow. But either way, I'm going to be doing 2 runs on stream today. I'm live both on YouTube and on Twitch, and there's a high likelihood that I'm live right now, so pop by and say hello. Either way, let's take a look at some of the loot here. Hopefully I get some of this tomorrow. Now scrolling down, we can take a look at like on a item slot by item slot basis, starting with the Amulet. Here you can see there's a bunch of like regular stat stuff, but also you can get increased damage done by shadow spells, for example. This one is looking absolutely great for my Affliction Warlock, but I am also planning to go Destruction after a while, so maybe not actually that good. But we'll see. We also have the Jagged Bone necklace, increases damage and healing done by magical spells, that's like to all the spells, not just to a particular spell school, and increased defense by +4. Now for the most part I'm going to be mostly interested in the green text here, so I'm just going to scroll through this and you can take a look at the stats for yourself. At the same time I'm just going to kind of quickly scroll through this, but take a look at some of the most interesting parts. So when it comes to cloaks, they're pretty straightforward, like 6 stats all over the place. When it comes to rings though, we have some stats and some interesting stuff. Loop of Swift Currents increases swim speed by 10%. Ring of Shadow Sight slightly increases stealth detection, really good for PvP against rogues. Also this one, a class specific ring for hunters, increases the damage done by your pets by 1%. I feel like 1%, okay. I mean, interesting, could be very good for Beastmaster Hunters, or could, probably not very good, but good enough. Then we have this one, a 6 spirit, and increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 7. Now we have a bunch of trinkets, and we have a bunch of cool stuff as well. First of all, we have one for Warlock only, increases damage of your Imp's Firebolt spell by 2. We have this one right here with Shadow Resistance and increases healing done by spells and effects by up to 20. This one, same thing, Shadow Resist and the 18 attack power. And going down we have another Void Pearl as well with Shadow Resist once again and increasing damage done and healing. Now these are unique equipped to one Void Pearl, so you can't combine both this one and this one, for example. You have to pick one Void Pearl. You also have the Black Murloc Egg, which on use, Murgle will accompany you for 30 minutes, providing minor protection against shadow. Very interesting. Now going down further, we have Cloth Armor. I'll be mostly looking for this on my Warlock, for example, so scrolling down we have Clam-Weaved Tunic, Skinwalkers, bunch of stats on both of those. We have Hands with bunch of stats once again, and increased damage output. We have Other Hands for shadow damage. These ones gives you more, but it's only shadow damage, right? And scrolling down we have this one right here, a really strong headpiece that's way stronger than anything else we would have had access to at level 25. Rockamar's Tattered Thinking Cap increases damage and healing done by 14 or up to 14. We have this one as well. We have Soul Leech Pants increasing both damage and healing done. We have a couple of shoulders right here. They don't really do anything except for give you intellect and spirit, but that's still super good. And going down, there we go. If you're playing Frost Mage, then this one is probably the one for you. Sub-Zero Pauldrons increases damage done by frost spells and damage effects by up to 13. And then we of course have Gamera's Kinch. Now we also have a cloth set, Twilight Invoker's Robes, and they're also looking really good. Once again you have regular increased damage and healing done by magic and effects by up to 8, 7, and this one right here which doesn't have anything. But you also have a 2-set and a 3-set bonus. The 2-set bonus increases damage and healing even further, and the 3-set bonus gives you a 1% chance increased hit chance, which is absolutely great. Going to leather, you're going to see a little bit of everything here, both agility, attack power, spell power, intellect, you know, fitting everyone. If you're an elemental shaman, if you're a balanced druid, if you're a feral druid, if you're a rogue, if you're a hunter, right, you can play pretty much like pick and choose between just about everything here. Looking at Artemis Cowl, for example, 7 agility and 24 attack power. How insane is that, right? You have Mantle of Treasure Slayer, increases damage done to beasts with physical attacks by 4. You have another one with agility instead. You have Waste with spell damage on it. And going down even further, we can see that we have a set here as well, the Twilight Tunic, and once again the set is just about the same, right? Increased attack power plus increased chance to hit. Going down further, we have the Twilight Elemental set. Once again, same thing, increases damage done, healing done, and gives you extra amount of, well, 1% extra chance to hit. Going down even further, we have Mail Armor as well. Once again, you can see a bunch of the same things, but also a bunch of increased defense. Obviously, appealing to tanks right here, right? Increasing defense by quite a bit, making you defense capped, which is absolutely great once again. And you can see some of them actually have very much increased armor points as well. So yeah, a bunch of tank things, a bunch of DPS things as well, just looking absolutely great. I do think a couple of DPSers might be looking to use leather instead of using mail, just looking at these really quick right now, because of how much strength. For example, if you look at the head right here versus the leather head, that one provided both agility and attack power, and simply looked a little bit better for DPS. So if you're playing like a Fury Warrior or even a Ret Paladin, you might not only be looking at mail, maybe you're looking at a combination of both mail and leather in that case. So leather could be very, very competitive. Then we have the Twilight Avengers chain. This is a tier set once again, which gives you defense rating on the items, but also gives you attack power on the tier set and 1% chance to hit once again. They're really trying to get you hit capped. And now we get to the really fun part, the weapons. Now the weapons here are looking really good. Once again, we have like a couple of upscaled versions of the items you have seen in the past. You have the Black Fathom Ritual Dagger, which increases your damage done and your healing done. We have the Chipped Bite of Serikis. This one we know about from before, but it's been scaled up in this case. We have Dagger of Willing Sacrifice, just another regular spellcaster dagger in this case. We have Sun Touch Crescent, which is a fire damage spell increase dagger. If you're playing a Fire Mage, Destro Warlock, probably the one you want to get. But even comparing that to Dagger of Willing Sacrifice, that one might be better because it increases all damage, all magic effects by up to 12. No, not just by up to 9, right? And as you can see, the Dagger of Willing Sacrifice is bound when equipped, which means there could be some possibilities for BOE farming inside the raid here, boys, or even just like getting BOEs and selling them on the auction house while you're doing the raid. Now going down, we have ranged weapons, and look at the bow. Look at the epic one, the crossbow. 17 range attack power, 18.75 damage per second. That is looking absolutely busted to me. And looking at the wands, I'm very happy, because as a warlock main, I was really wondering, are we gonna get any good wands now? Because BFD, like, can I do the quest? I don't think I can for the wand. Is it a gravestone scepter or something else you get from BFD, right? That wand, if it's no longer there, what will I get? Well, here we go. We have 2 options, so 2 wands right there. One of them giving intellect, one giving shadow resist, and one of them dealing arcane damage, and one dealing fire damage. Going down further, we have main hand weapons right here. The On Darkwater Talwar, I've seen that one. Sends a shadow bolt at the enemy, causing 30 damage. We have that one. We have the Crushing Thunder. Discharge a mote of thunder, dealing X amount of shadow damage. That's X amount of nature damage with a chance on hit. Scrolling down, we have 2-handed weapons, and the first thing that catches my eye, obviously, is the epic rod of the Ancient Sleepwalker. That is looking holy so good. Like, if you get this at level 25, how long is that going to be best for? you're probably going to carry this. Well, once again, in phase 2, level 40 is the cap, and you can probably get brand new level 40 gear from level 40 raids, but like, if I didn't have that raid, I could use this staff until level 60, and it would still be good, or like, yeah, it would really still be good. So that staff is looking great, and even if you don't get the epic one, look at all the other ones, like Twilight Sage's walking stick, you have that one, increases healing done by spells and effects by up to 24, and right under the epic one, you have another one increasing nature damage spells by 17 and also healing done, so that's like an obvious druid item right there, giving you both healing and damage with nature spells. And going down further, we are not done with epics just yet, but look at Fist of the Wild. This one gives you plus 59 attack power in cat, bear and dire bear form. So if you're playing feral like I am on my alt, then that's looking like a really good weapon for you, because it directly gives you extra stuff when you're in cat, bear or dire bear, which is great. You also have a two-handed sword with 31 point something DPS. That is absolutely massive. 3.5 speed as well, which I think is what most people want. You could go for 3.6, but 3.5, it's okay. So this one has a chance on hit to splash the target with Ancient Corrosive Poison that deals 20 nature damage every 3 seconds and lowers the target's armor by 150 for 15 seconds. It's basically armor penetration, or ARP. This is looking really good. I feel like if you're playing both a Ret Paladin or a Fury Warrior, I guess Arms Warrior, or just a DPS Warrior, let's call it that, you definitely want to have that one. Let's go down to Relics, we have a couple of those as well, just, they're really like straightforward, right, the Relics. Then we have Offhands, also once again, fairly like straightforward on those. We have Offhand Dagger with a chance on hit to leech from your victim, healing yourself, which is kind of like provides interesting stuff. And we have some possible quest rewards, which also are kind of interesting. For me though, looking at that mantle for example, that one gives me extra damage and healing done, but only plus 5. But from a quest, I feel like that's a pretty good start. So if you scroll up again really quick, what do you guys think? Are these items too weak? Are they too powerful? Or are they just like on point? Personally, I feel like Blizzard maybe hit the mark here, but like phase 1, you want to encourage people to actually go in and do the new raid, and the better the rewards are, the more incentive we have to actually try it out. But it also has to be like not too overpowered. But they also wanted to say that they wanted the raid and the items from the raid to make a significant impact on your character and make you feel strong, which I do think these items, they hit the mark, they hit the spot. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I am doing BFD today, or at least that's the plan to do BFD today, on 1 or 2 characters, so we'll see how that goes. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video and checking out the items with me. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, come by and say hello on stream. Once again, I'm probably live right about now, and I'm streaming just about 12 to 17 hours every single day at the moment. I'm really enjoying Season of Discovery, okay? Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.